We all have a story to tell. In fact, if there were someone to help us from the perspective of writing our book, trust me, your book, my book, would probably be a bestseller. Mhm. The stories we carry hold enormous value, no matter how simple or straightforward they might seem. Uh, some some of those are dramatic, other less so, but every life experience brings a lesson, and that lesson can either weigh us down or become something that inspires us. A small lesson. My mom passed away many years ago, about 47 years ago to be exact, and she died of a brain tumor. For me, it was tough not being able to offer her more than a couple of injections and help her with some painkillers. When she passed, it was a relief in a sense because she was suffering, and so were all of us around her, my brothers, my dad, and me. She found rest too, but after that, I was left with this feeling. I want to know more about the brain. Mhm. I wanted to understand what happens inside the brain, how someone like my mom could suddenly develop a brain tumor that eventually took her away. In her case, it was an astrocytoma. So I wanted to know what an astrocytoma was, what astrocytes are, what neurons are. And that curiosity led me to study clinical psychophysiology with a strong foundation in neuroscience. Yeah, life went on, and I ended up becoming part of a neurosurgery team. I worked a lot in intensive care units, and that gave me incredible perspectives in life. I learned so much about the brain, about human beings. And you know what? As time passed, I got less involved in clinical matters and more focused on human matters. Uh, Today, all that learning has become the root of a methodology I wanted to help develop called neurocoaching. Neurocoaching has been largely developed by Dr. David Rock and also Dr. Srini Pillay, a cardiologist from Harvard, in fact. In my case, I wanted to contribute by using neuroscience to understand human nature, not the highly clinical research or lab based neuroscience, but how neuroscience explains our moods, how we feel encouraged, discouraged, how we sustain attention, how we learn, and how we make decisions. That's cognitive neuroscience, and it's become the very essence of what I do today, neurocoaching. Neurocoaching applied to helping professions, neurocoaching to reduce accidents in companies, yes, neurocoaching to live a fuller, happier life, neurocoaching. So you see, what I learned from my mom's passing turned not just into a curiosity, but into a life tool. Yeah. And right now I'm wondering, what's your story? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be as dramatic as my mom's, but just think for a moment about a story you have and where it's taken you. And if you like, please share it in the comments below. It'll bring me so much joy to read you, to get to know you, and to follow you back. So thank you so much for listening to this. And I'm sending you a big, big hug.